This podcast was produced by OAR FM Dunedin with support from New Zealand On the Air.
Hi, welcome to Diversity Dispatch, your local queer and rainbow podcast. Hello, and welcome everybody to this episode of Diversity Dispatch. I'm your host, Miles.
Hello, and I'm your co-host, Samuel.
And we're here.
And we're queer. I don't know why I've never said that.
Why?
I've never said that before in my life, and I don't even like using that to describe myself.
Usually it's charming when people say it, but when you say it, it's awful.
Well, because one, it's because I've never said it before. Two, I felt awkward saying it. And three, I don't really like saying it for myself anyway.
I love to say guys, gals, and non-binary pals. I don't say it ever, but I like it, and I want to say it.
I liked saying the eligibility community.
The eligibility community?
Because you know, LGBT, and then if you
I get it.
And then we're like kind of like, like special eligibility. Give us... I like that. I've never said it, but I like the idea of it. Like, instead of rainbow community.
I forgot to start the timer again.
That's all right. There's only like 30 seconds right there as opposed to...
There was a minute.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah. So today we're talking about television.
Yeah, so what have you been watching lately?
So I have sort of taken a deep dive into retro television. So I've been watching Star Trek: The Next Generation, the original.
What decade is this one from?
I think The Next Generation started in 1974.
Yeah. Is this the one with Patrick Stewart?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. As Captain Picard. And I've also started watching Little House on the Prairie for the first time, which I've never really known much about it, but I've heard people talk about it. And I thought, I'll give it a go. But I'm also looking for something that's like the same vibe as those two, but more of like a cowboy-centric thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm in my cowboy phase.
The Mandalorian is kind of like a Western, but set in space.
No.
Or at least the first season is.
Because I don't like the aesthetic.
Okay.
I want like a Western cowboy dusty horse.
Well, no, the first season of it is like that.
Yeah, but I saw some of that and I didn't like it.
Okay.
And I want it to be retro.
Okay.
Old television.
Yeah. I'm trying to... that was the first thing that came... That was the first thing that just came to mind because it was like a modern Western, but it's set in space. The first season. It goes a bit too sci-fi in the later seasons, but the first one is definitely very Western.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely, like, now that I'm watching Star Trek for the first time, I'm definitely a Trekkie over a Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
Which, like, I saw Star Wars before I saw anything Star Trek, and I was, it was fine. I just wasn't very into it. But I definitely like Star Trek.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't seen much of Star Trek. I've only really watched the films with Chris Pine.
Well, let me tell you.
Here we go.
Okay.
Break it down for me.
I've seen seasons 1 through 4 of The Next Generation. They're all about 25 episodes apiece. All the episodes are about 45 minutes.
Oh, wow.
So I've put a lot of time.
You must have a lot of free time.
Well, I've only got course 3 days a week.
Yeah.
And I pretty much just isolate myself on my days off. So that's 4 days that I've got to do something with.
Yeah. Anyway, you're telling me about the show. You watched the 4 seasons.
Yes. So I did try to watch the original series, like from the very first pilot episode, but I didn't like it. It was because that was very much like some of the first television to ever be broadcast. So they were really finding their feet in terms of that kind of thing. And I didn't have the patience to sit through that. But the second series, The Next Generation, was really good, and I really like the characters. And I feel like they cover deep, interesting topics, but stay lighthearted the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And like sometimes the characters' like morals will be challenged and their convictions will be challenged, but they always they come out as who they are and everything. There's never like any out of character moments really, which I really enjoy as someone who gets invested in the characters over everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good character development is important to any show and also films.
It's very much, I remember we learned about it in media studies in high school, but I can't remember the exact term, but it was like the rubber band effect or something, where that's something like that is what it's called. But the effect is like each episode of a series, it snaps back like a rubber band to the same starting place every episode. So, like, The Simpsons, you start out the same way every time.
Yeah, but The Simpsons is very different in which every single episode, not like every episode is its own little journey.
And it's the same way with Star Trek.
Yeah, but at least there is a continuation of an undercurrent like story.
Yes.
Yeah. Whereas like with The Simpsons, there is no underlying story throughout each season.
Yeah, but it's still the same effect.
Yeah.
Is that, you have a story that takes place over 1, sometimes 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And then as soon as that story is ended, you can pretty much guarantee that you're coming back to the same starting point the next episode.
Yeah.
Which I don't mind.
Yeah.
I like it. It's also it's really good when you're medicated.
On what?
Plants.
Oh, yeah.
So I've just been, doing plants on TV.
Herbal supplements.
Yeah. Herbal supplements.
Yeah. On the character development thing, and like, you mentioned it before and I was going to interrupt, but I wanted to let you carry on.
Good job not interrupting.
I know. I'm getting there. Woo! I can learn.
You need to teach me to not interrupt next.
Look, let's just start with me. Anyway, where was I? Oh my gosh, now I've lost.
You wanted to interrupt me to say something.
It had something to do with character development, and they did. None of them made incorrect character choices or something.
Well, I mean, like they make bad choices, but it
wasn't.
But it's always consistent with their character.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Devil Wears Prada 2?
I have not.
Okay.
I did want to watch that with you, but then I didn't have the money to go to the cinemas, so I never hit you up about it.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. I went and watched it, and yeah, there were a couple of like just. Of course, people made bad choices, but like there were a couple of choices that they made that was inconsistent with their character.
Inconsistent?
That was not consistent.
Oh, no.
With their characters that had been established in the first film.
Oh, no. Because, like, there's a massive time jump, isn't there? Because they're skipping to Miranda Presley's retirement, essentially.
No.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
No, there is a time jump. It's like 20, it is literally the amount of time that has gone between the two films. So, like, which is like 20
About
years or
15, 20 years.
Yeah, something like that. And it's about, and it's got, Andy's, an established journalist at at an actual proper newspaper.
Spoiler warning.
I mean, this is the opening scene.
Yeah.
And Miranda is still running Runway.
Yeah.
And then basically the film deals with like the challenges of social media and fast fashion and reading and fast reading. No one actually reads the full articles. They just watch the sound bites and things like that, and the challenges of how do you continue to run a print magazine that is focused on...
Because I feel like magazines have fallen out of fashion.
Yeah.
Like
that's what the film kind of deals with. But I think it does it in a very superficial way, and I don't think it... that's my personal review. I think it dealt with that, like magazines falling out of fashion and the rise of social media and everything like that. And I think it did it in a kind of like a superficial way. It was a little bit too glossy and...
well, that's
it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Like,
because part of what I liked about the first one was that it was pretty gritty.
Yeah.
These people were making cruel decisions to the people around them, making decisions that weren't for their own happiness, but were for their own success, and trying to navigate the in-between of those two options, those two polarities.
And that theme was consistent with the second one as well. But I think they wanted to make some of the characters more likable.
Oh, don't do that, because that's when you ruin the characters.
Yeah.
That's disappointing. I still need to
I don't
watch
think
it
was a bad film. It just... Yeah, it was a bit more glossy than the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, like, movies have evolved since then as well.
Yeah.
And, I don't know, I mean, they did have a lot of big names in it, but how much funding did it have? It must have been quite a bit.
Oh, it had a lot.
Like the original movie. I imagine it would have, quadrupled, or not, if not more, for the second one because of how successful it was.
Yeah. Well, the interesting one about the second one is that, and the difference between the first one. The first one it was based on a memoir or a book that an actual assistant had written about their experience working in Vogue.
Interesting.
So it was based on Anna Wintour, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
And her experience working at Vogue. And so they turned into a novel that kind of reflected her experience.
So it was a novel first.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I'm gonna have
And
to
then
track
they
that
made
down.
the film based on the book.
Yeah.
But when the first film came out way back in the early 2000s, when the first film came out, no magazine or big brands actually wanted to attach their names to it because of like it was scathing of the fashion industry.
It was critical.
Yeah. And so like Vogue didn't want to be involved. They didn't want their name in it whatsoever. Even big fashion brands didn't want their name.
Prada apparently was fine.
Yeah. I mean, that was the name of the book. So,
Oh, right.
yeah. And, you know, a lot of them wanted to distance themselves from it. And, like, you know, they mentioned celebrities in the original film, but they didn't ever cameo or anything like that. Everyone was just, like, trying to be like, oh, no, let's not get involved with that because it's bringing down the fashion industry and saying how terrible it is and no one really wanted.
They're not saying that the fashion industry is terrible. They're saying it's heavily flawed and it needs revision.
Yeah.
Not that it's inherently bad.
Yeah. But everyone was all like, hush, hush, let's just...
Yeah.
And then with the second one, complete turnaround. You know, every brand wanted to get involved with it. Vogue itself then did like a special Vogue issue about the new film and everything like that. So like they fully embraced, everyone loves the original movie, so let's all cash in
We
on
didn't
this.
at the time, but now that we've had time to watch it.
Yeah, and now that we realize that everyone loves it, it can make us money, let's get involved.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just really interesting, that contrast of like the involvement in franchise and influence.
I was going to say something, but I resisted interrupting you, and now I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
What do you watch for television?
I don't watch a lot of television because, well, even though I do, one, I don't have a lot of free time, but when I do have free time, I end up doing other things because I like, you know, have you seen the Super Mario Brothers movie or the Super Mario?
No.
Yeah. There's this one little scene and the flame is like talking about the existential dread, and that popped into my mind right then. So I do a lot of things other than watch TV to avoid facing my existential dread thoughts. But the television that I do watch, which I have been watching lately, is I've been watching Misfits.
Remind me what that is.
That's one. It's a UK one, and
Is that like the group of 5 teenagers that get in a storm and randomly get superpowers?
but they're like really silly.
Yeah.
And they can't control them,
I
and they're like
saw,
probate,
the first
and they're all doing
season and a half.
Yeah, and they're doing community service, and and they're all like terrible people.
They're all in the orange jumpsuits. Like,
yeah, and they're all terrible people.
Yeah. I really enjoyed that. I just fell out of watching it.
Yeah. I've just been watching a few episodes, I think in the second season, but yeah, just been kind of enjoying that. Although it does get really gory, and I'm not good with like.
Oh, that's right. You don't like gore.
Well, especially like with not necessarily the gore itself, but like gory concepts.
Like the act of violence causing the gore, potentially?
Yeah. I mean, the show's been out for ages. Like, there's one episode where they come across a person that can manipulate.
Trigger warning.
Yeah. Well, not really trigger warning, just more like, what's the word? Plot.
Oh, like spoiler?
Yeah, spoiler warning. Yeah.
I thought you were going to tell them about the gory thing.
Well, it's kind of gory. Maybe gory warning. But anyway, there's one episode. The series has been out for ages, so like, who cares about plot spoilers at the moment. There's one episode they come across a kid that's got the ability to manipulate and control dairy. Only dairy. And, well, that's the reaction of everyone. And,
No, but that would be so powerful, but just
yeah.
also...
Everyone thinks it's a stupid power, and so he gets really pissed off and becomes a super villain. And basically then starts to manipulate all the dairy in people's stomachs and uses it to go up their throat and strangle, choke them, and
people underestimate the power of, or the idea of like being able to control that sort of thing.
Yeah, and so he he ends up killing a bunch of people by like choking them with the cheese that they ate, or frothing up the milk, or wrapping cheese around their brain cord and turning them into I was just like, that, like, you didn't see anything, but I was just thinking, oh gosh, that actually is a disgusting concept and gory concept. And the thought of it, I found really scary.
Like being attacked by your food.
Yeah, and I was just like, imagine like that feeling of like cheese going into your, it was just the gore, like seeing someone's.
Imagine swallowing a live wasp and feeling it buzz and fly inside your throat.
I have swallowed a mosquito before. Or a sandfly.
Yeah.
And that was a weird feeling.
Or like even just like holding it in your mouth and you can feel it buzzing against the insides of your teeth and everything.
Yeah, no. A fly has flown into my mouth. And I've been like,
Fun experience.
Yeah.
I one time had...
I might be allergic to wasps, so I'd rather not.
Oh, yeah.
Might be, don't know.
Because your father is, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I have been stung a couple of times, and one time it did swell up really bad, and then one time it didn't, so who knows? My mother was allergic to everything, so...
I am so fortunate to not have any allergies. However, my grandmother and uncle are both celiac, so we will see. Neither of them found out until later in life.
Yeah.
So, like, my uncle was 50-ish when he found out.
Because that's something that can, like, develop over time.
Yeah, so either you, like, present with symptoms pretty early on, or it's one of those things that shows up later.
Yeah. We will see.
I swear to God, if it gets to a point where I can't eat gluten, I'll just give up food. Like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I'm not eating seeds and pocket lint, thank you.
Yeah.
Because that's all I will have access to.
And celery.
And celery. I actually like celery.
Really?
Yeah. I love celery in soups. My grandma puts celery in soup.
Okay.
It's quite nice.
Mm-hmm.
She also puts rice in soup.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just view celery as solid water that isn't ice.
Solid water that isn't ice. Interesting. Fascinating. So how do you see cucumbers then?
Well, at least they've got some nutritional value and flavour, whereas celery doesn't have much of that.
Does it not have any nutritional value?
Not that I'm aware of. It's literally just water and...
No way. There's got to be fibre in there. I'm fact checking.
Okay. It's like lettuce. I don't like lettuce in like Subway sandwiches or anything like that. I go for the spinach because lettuce to me, again, is solid water. That is just...
I like cabbage over lettuce, personally.
Yeah.
Celery is a low-calorie, nutrient-rich vegetable.
Oh. What nutrients? Because
Vitamin K provides 24% of your daily vitamin K. 24%.
Ketamine. Sweet.
That's
Not
what
what
that
is.
Why are you talking about ketamine? She's up in like Auckland or something, isn't she?
I think so, yeah.
Oh no, or is she in Christchurch for the
Yes. Oh no, aren't they touring soon?
Yeah, or like they're either very, very soon, like in the next month or so, or like has just happened. But they, ketamine and I forget who she brought with her this time.
Sasha.
Yeah, we're doing like the bingos. We did the bingo.
Yeah, isn't it the same person again? Sasha.
It wasn't Sasha, was it?
What's her name?
I'm going to continue reading about celery.
What else has it got other than vitamin K?
I'm trying to find that out.
See if there's not much more.
Okay, aside from its low calorie count, celery contains dietary fiber, I called that,
Yeah.
vitamin K, and small amounts of vitamin A and C, calcium, and iron.
Small
Although
amounts
celery
being
also
key.
contains some natural sodium, it is still considered a low-sodium food. Also has antioxidant properties, which may reduce the risk of chronic conditions.
Oh,
and-
green tea. That reminds me.
Put celery in your green tea.
That is not a soup that I can get on board with.
Get 2 celery stems and then put the curved sides in together and then make like a straw by holding it together. And then you're like...
Do you know what has a similar structure to celery that I actually enjoy?
What?
Rhubarb.
Oh, I do. My grandma makes the best rhubarb apple crumble.
Oh, I do like it. Oh, that is nice. Yeah.
And she would grow all her own rhubarb. It was lovely.
Yeah, so did my grandma. She had a massive vegetable garden. Like peas, beans, carrots, everything.
My grandma didn't have massive vegetable plots, but my grandpa did make the plots himself because he's a carpenter.
Yeah.
So...
Oh. And that's what you're studying.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad was a carpenter, as is my brother. And
Carpentry is a thriving business. It's not. But we can pretend it is.
It's a necessary business.
Yeah. Well, like, because private building has, like, it's all gone commercial, pretty much. There's very few just businesses that will do residential developments.
like local ones, or just like
Yeah.
standalone, as opposed to like what did the more commercialized business?
Like commercial as in like building the hospital.
Oh
or
right, all right. You mean like
the
building
library
commercial things, not
or-
as in, yeah,
Yeah, commercial projects.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's less companies that do
Residential
residential
stuff.
now. At least from what I could tell.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm also not very good at things, so I could be completely wrong. We at Polytech, my class starts the day every day by doing the daily quiz on stuff.
Yeah.
And it's very chaotic because we're told like just yell out an answer if you know what it is.
Yeah.
So like 90% of the class is silent except for me and like a handful of other people that'll volunteer answers.
Yeah.
And then I'm wrong like 50% of the time, but I say it so confidently every time as well. And I always give like reasonings for why I think it's this answer. And then I'm wrong.
I'm still made fun of for the time that there was a question, and it was how many, I think it was something like, how many legs does a cockroach have?
6.
Yeah, so I know, because it's an insect. But I thought because it was on the stuff quiz that it might have been one of those trick questions, in which case that, like, you know, there are some animals where other appendages that aren't actually arms or legs can be counted as an arm or leg because they're like, they actually use them to walk around or something. That kangaroo is a prime example. It is its tail. It uses its tail in such a way that its tail is scientifically defined as a third leg because it actually walks on it and uses it to prop itself up.
Yeah.
Whereas like other animals that have got tails, they don't use it in the actual same.
So like
way.
a monkey that has a prehensile tail, so they'll use it to support themselves and everything, but not stand on it. Would that be a prehensile tail or a leg?
I think it would just be a tail. I think its kangaroo is very unique in the way that
Right.
it uses it. And so it's considered to have 3 legs. And so I thought this question about cockroaches was a trick question because they can have really
The
big
antenna.
antenna. I thought, oh, maybe it was a trick.
Those are definitely antenna and not legs.
Yeah, I know, but I thought that maybe they might use it. And so like I was debating like, oh, just go with 6 anyway because it's an insect and just let's play safe. That was the correct answer. But because I was like trying to explain my reasoning, no one was listening to my reasoning because I thought it might not be 6. And I get made fun of it. I'm like, I was just thought it was a trick question because sometimes they put that in there.
I really want to, at the course, I want to get everyone in the class involved and I want to sit us all down and we'll do the quiz together before the lecturers come in and memorize the answers. And then when the lecturers come in and we do it as a class, we ensure that we get every single question wrong. I want the lowest score in class history because they've been doing this with classes for years.
Yeah.
I want to get that low,
Yeah.
that 0.
There will be some in the class that will not be on board with that and be like, no, the correct answer is, but you could still get like
and
1
also
or 2.
sometimes the lecturers get it right.
Yeah.
So it's like we've got to convince them away from their correct answer.
Especially if it's, but that'll be easier for ones that they don't know.
Yeah, it depends on the day because sometimes the questions are very like, oh, how many legs does an arachnid have?
Yeah.
Like 8.
Thank you.
Not 10.
No.
Their mandibles do not count as legs.
No. Hence the fact they're called mandibles.
Yes. Hence they're called antenna when they're not legs as well.
Well, kangaroo still has a tail and it's still a leg.
Well, that brings us pretty much to the end of our episode.
That was,
How did we get to talking about animals again?
honestly,
Sometimes I just like to reflect and think about what I've said. And
anim-
especially when what I've
animals
said.
stuff quiz. What brought us onto the stuff quiz?
I was talking about course. I
And
was
we were
talking about
talking about-
course because we were talking about carpentry.
And we're talking about carpentry because we were talking about vegetables and celery, and I said that my grandma
Rhubarb
had
and growing on.
vegetables, and then you said your grandfather used to be a carpenter. Then we talked about carpentry. Then we got onto the course, and then we got onto the stuff quiz because you do it every morning.
Sometimes it's good to think about what you say.
And before the vegetable, before celery, we were talking about gluten and being celiac, and I said
You said that I would just eat celery.
celery, and then
I like celery.
and how did we get on to celiac?
We were talking about how you inherited Wasp
allergies, and then you said
potentially.
grandparents. Then we got, and before allergies, we were talking about, and then you were talking about the wasps in the mouth, and I said the allergies. We're talking about the wasp in the mouth because we're talking about misfits.
Okay,
and
we've
the
taken
cheese.
this bit too far.
See, this
It's
is
not
such a
funny
trade.
anymore.
This is such a trade. Like, this is a ride. That is,
We explained the joke too much, man.
yeah.
Okay. Where does that leave us?
If you followed any of what just happened,
Yeah. Or if you like what you heard, be sure to follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Spotify.
Apple.
Are we on Apple? We're on Apple.
I'm assuming that they uploaded Apple Podcasts too.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're
Follow
online.
us.
Or just go to the website. I'm pretty sure we're
go
there
on
too.
Or FM
Yeah,
and follow us.
yeah. And listen to us more regularly.
Yeah.
And send us messages about what you want us to
Yeah.
talk about.
We love to hear from you. We've never heard from anyone before.
But so let's get on to that.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Goodbye. Thanks for listening. Tune in next time on oar.org.nz or wherever you listen to your podcasts for more queer and diverse content. Over and out.
This podcast was produced by OAR FM Dunedin with support from New Zealand On the Air.